Have you ever went on a date and only talked about money?
Own money.
Okay.
So don't get in my car asking me for money. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't my responsibility. You got you a whole dude. Tell that to give you money. Why the should I do another man's job?
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Women asking men for money is starting to get corny, especially when we live in an era of Miss Independent and I don't need a man. And he's gonna give her the drizzle at the 7-minute mark. I also have more videos for you to watch. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Definitely share the video. And if this is your first time watching, hit that subscribe button. Let's get to it.
Let's not pretend that I'm the one that paid the down deposit on our house. Let's not pretend that I'm not the one that paid for the Range Rover. Let's not pretend that I'm the one that paid for this whole life that we live. Let's not pretend that. Let's not pretend. Oh, okay. Let's not pretend. Let's just be very. And then you want to start saying, "Oh, are you not going to talk?" After I was just sitting here silent before we even got on live. I've been not talking. That
was Rose Miller, a TikToker in an interracial relationship. She's a black mom who had 2 children, married a white guy, and then had 2 more kids, and he was taking care of her children. Now we're seeing this all up front is that she was paying all the bills, trying to make it look like her life was good, but now things are starting to come out the closet. Let's see what else she has to say.
This whole time I've been lying to my husband with this fraudulent marriage certificate saying that the older 2 boys are from an ex-husband. The reality is I don't know who the daddy is of the older 2. Baby that I told my husband was his, the truth is it's his dad's.
What is we talking about? Now you're setting black women back who are in interracial relationship. You're setting them back 20 years because you guys thought you were going over there and the grass was going to be greener. Now this white dude is looking like, man, now I see what all the black men are going through.
Why else would the baby look exactly like his father more than he looks like him? Genetics just don't do that. Guess only time will tell if the baby inside of me is his or not. If it doesn't come out pure white with gray eyes like him, how could it possibly be his?
So you're already letting this man know that you just keep sleeping around with people and that now you're about to have a child that may not be his child? How could he even sit there and stay in the relationship? She found herself a stone cold simp and he thought he was getting a strong woman. He was just getting a thought bot that knew how to cover it.
When I met Rose, she told me the older 2 boys that were 2 and 3 weren't mine. When she told me that race probably isn't mine, it's probably my dad's, it just breaks my heart. I never would have figured this out if I hadn't read the comments in the first place. Stupid.
I just want to say I genuinely will try to stop twerking and be a much better wife from now on.
Keep twerking, you're gonna get third killer, man.
Sorry.
Them TikTok couples at some point end up going through these harsh realities by putting on a fake persona for clicks and views. Trust me, guys, just get your passport.
Have you ever cheated on a man?
Yes, I have.
Would you ever tell your man that you cheated on him?
Yes.
Oh, you would tell him?
Yes.
Okay. Why? Why is that, you think? Guilty conscience or what?
I got caught.
How'd you get caught?
The guy that I was cheating on him with told him basically immediately afterwards, so I got caught.
Which is bro code, so more than likely the guy that you cheated on him with, he kinda knew him, and the other guy knew you was a sleazeball. So, bro code, we gotta give him kudos.
What'd you do when when that happened? What'd you say?
I was like, no, it didn't happen. That's not the case. Never happened.
You gotta say it wasn't me.
Yeah, I said
it wasn't me.
It was not me.
Did you think the grass was greener on the other side?
No, absolutely not. Do not.
Well, hold on. Was the man you cheated on with, was he uglier or more handsome?
I think he was more handsome, but it's not about looks. It's never about looks. For women, it's more emotional than it is physical.
Really?
Yeah, for women.
So was this guy like being there for you more than your guy?
Yeah, he understood me. I confided in him, and he was honest with me, and I was honest with him. And sometimes I felt like that was more than I can find in my own husband.
This is exactly why you can't let your woman have male friends, because when she starts talking to her male friends about her problems with you, then he's going to be the one sleeping with her. The only thing that happened here is, Buddy said, listen, I know you got a man. You thinking you getting ready to leave your man and come for me? I can't trust you because technically you cheating on your man. So I'm going to tell him what's going on and it's going to leave her out to dry. The only thing about it is the guy that she cheated on still ended up marrying her.
You're saying that there's no women in America that you could be with? Like there's none out here that you can be with at all? Like
no, I didn't.
Like,
I didn't say that.
So you saying just BWs? Like BWs? There's no hope for BWs in America? That's what you're saying.
I'm saying if you are a man, especially a black man, and you are looking for a good woman, especially a wife, a legacy, children, family, you want respect, you want someone that's feminine, you're not likely going to find it in the BW. The American BW is a waste of your time trying to get them to conform.
So you just put them all in one category, like all in America, you can't find no good woman.
Do you think that it's possible to find gold in the United States? If they spend a whole bunch of time in shafts and mines and different places like this?
Yeah.
Okay, it's possible. But would you recommend that they spend all their time trying to dig gold? It would be a waste of time. There's other ways that they can make money that's going to be a better use of their time than to try to go find some mine somewhere and dig up some gold. Did you see the woman that I had up here earlier? 15 bodies. Not one of them men that was with her ever proposed or thought about proposing marriage. Out of those 15 men, were any of them decent men, husband material? She said no.
That's what makes women less valuable, is because they're taking their time out in the West and they're being liberated, sleeping around, partying, wearing themselves out, hitting the wall early. And then by the time they start looking for a husband, all the good men are gone and it's left with no good men for them to be with. But if you're a guy and you don't get your life together or find that right one in your 20s, then in your 30s, it is going to be like trying to find gold. You can keep digging and spending money, but you may keep coming up short. You can keep trying to be the good guy with these women, but you may come up short because you can't turn a bad girl good. When a good girl goes bad, she's gone forever for it.
Oh my God. I mean.
So what you trying to do for real then? Because you got a boyfriend, obviously, so we're not going to be able to, take it to that next step. So what you trying to do? You trying to have some fun?
It's up to you. I'm just saying we can be friends.
Yeah, we can be cool. I guess I'll just get your Instagram or something.
I mean, we can be more than friends. But, I like to get, little gifts and be spoiled.
She trying to say, yeah, we could definitely have fun and pretend like we like each other, but you do have to buy me stuff. You do have to give me gifts, and then we could start having fun. Hey, at least she's been upfront. The question is he willing to spend the money?
So you saying we could be more than friends if I spoil you and get you gifts? Basically spend money on you.
Basically, yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Why?
Why would I? I don't know you.
Okay, but you're saying that you want to be something else.
Yeah, but I'm not about to pay for that though.
You're not gonna pay for that. You don't like spoiling your girl?
What you gonna do? You're not my girl. You're nothing. That's where I'm confused at. You're not my girl. So don't think that you could get that type of treatment, because it's not gonna happen.
Okay.
What do I get out of this? You talking about you want me to pay? You gonna drop?
You're funny.
I'm dead serious.
Well, I can give you my Instagram and we can talk about it.
No, we talking right now. We don't even, because you might not make it to the next level of this friendship or whatever. I'm not paying to be nothing else. I'm not paying at all.
That's when it's time to drop her off, buddy. When you know you ain't about the trick, there is no negotiation whatsoever. She done already put it out there. You driving around in the Lambo, let's make it make sense.
So you're saying the only way that we can move past a friendship is if I spend money on you. Spend your own money.
Okay.
So don't get in my car asking me for money. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't my responsibility. You got you a whole dude. Tell that to give you money. Why the should I do another man's job?
He does.
All right, then, so why don't you asking me about like that?
I'm just saying.
I don't give a fuck about being anything, to be honest.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Don't ask me for
Okay.
What's so I'm not laughing. You laughing. I'm serious right now.
Okay.
Brother, why is she still sitting in the car at that point? You done said everything you need to say. Just go ahead and kick her out and move on to the next stop bot.
You just getting mad for what?
I'm not getting mad. I don't even know what it is with me,
mad?
man. It ain't happening. I'm not one of these trick ass out here. You got me up.
Why you
know what I'm
mad?
saying? You need to go home and think about you did, because you obviously a gold digger. Because you ain't even want to be over there till you seen what type of car I was in. Fact. As soon as you seen a Lamborghini, now you want to come back. Yeah,
I'm done with you. I'm done with you.
As a matter of fact, you said you got a boyfriend, right?
I'm done with you.
Hold on. Before you get out, you said you got a boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
Well, look straight. It's a small little camera right there. You on YouTube. And I bet your boyfriend see you on YouTube being a gold digger. How about that?
Hey, baby. I'm out.
So mistakes in this situation is she didn't want to holler at you until she seen the car, which automatically lets you know that she's a gold digger. Then when you got it in the car, she let you know, yo, it's going to cost money for you to be with me or pretend like we are somebody. Even though I got a boyfriend, I'm going to still take your money. And then he's like, yeah, I'm not paying all that type of money. You didn't even want me before, and now I'm going to expose you. If her true nature is hypergamy and she got a simp, it ain't going to really do nothing to her at that point. You got to realize she didn't want you till you showed the money. When you lead with money, you're only gonna get fleas of women.
I don't want to pay all the bills no more, so I don't think like
The you entertaining.
I don't want to pay all the bills anymore. What needs a man to pay all my bills because I'm gonna take care of everything else.
What's everything else?
Everything.
I'm not against it, by the way. I'm just asking.
I'm gonna take care of everything.
What's
and
everything
then plus,
else?
I'm not the type of woman to just sit in the house and not work. I'm gonna bring income to the table too.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not that type of
that's
person.
worth
I had a
paying.
nigga to try
That's
to
worth
do me
paying all
like
your
that.
bills.
I can't do it because I don't.
He
wanna
almost
be
tried to
asking
50-50 you?
I ain't gonna say he 50-50 me. Like, well, yeah, I can say.
But you still ain't bringing nothing to the table. Even if you bring money to the table, that's not bringing anything to the table. A man needs peace and quiet. He needs support. He needs to see if you're willing to work as a team, because anybody can go out there and get money. But do you really bring chemistry to the relationship? Do you really bring happiness to the relationship? Are you going to drain his soul? Or are you going to be the one to lift him up? That's what men are really asking, but you keep it on a monetary level. When women sit around and talk like this, they automatically for the streets.
Excuse me. I have some cheese. What's wrong? Excuse me. I have some cheese sauce. What's wrong?
What do you guys think she smelt whenever she reached over him? Get in the comments and let me know.
I really like you, and I feel like before our relationship can go any further, I need to tell you something that it hurts me. Last weekend when you weren't answering my calls, I went to a party with Brian, and I went home with him, and I just want you to know that I am so sorry, and that you mean so much to me, and I want to work through it.
Yeah, I know what happened.
What? How do you know?
Yeah, we planned this all out.
What do you mean you planned it out?
Well, Brian bet me $50 and a pack of cigarettes.
What?
That he could sleep with you. So now I'm down $50 and a pack of cigarettes.
Why would you do that to me?
Well, man's gotta do what man's gotta do. What can I say? We pimped them hoes.
Well, here's your friend Brian.
That's what a lot of women don't get. If you mess with two guys, 9 times out of 10, both of them are going to lose respect for you, and you're going to be the clown at the end of the day. If you've ever been in that position before, get in the comments and let me know.
My parents really didn't have it figured out. Like, they were just doing the best they can. And it's like, when you realize that, that's when you start listening to people in the world. You know how you see an 18, 19-year-old and they stop listening to, mama said do this, or your daddy said, and they start really just doing their own thing, and we look at it as defiance. But that's that moment when it click in their mind that do something, or if I wanted a car or to borrow $10,000, she ain't got it. So really, all the shit she was telling me was just her surviving day to day. I got to get out here in the world and figure this shit out. And then we realized, like, we wasn't taught stress management. We never had no conversations about how emotions will fill your life up if you make decisions based. This is stuff that we wasn't taught. We taught how to cook, clean, match up your clothes, make sure your drawers clean, don't leave out the house without brushing your teeth, shit like that. But nobody said, like, you could be going through a heartbreak in a relationship and be overwhelmed with emotion, but you still got to take your ass to work. And if you go to them people's job acting crazy, they will fire your ass. You won't be able to pay your bills. As your mama, I don't got no money to pay your bills. You will be homeless. You have to come back here. People will start judging you because you live at home. Like, nobody's saying this shit. Nobody's saying, like, if you don't have credit, you're going to have to work to buy everything, because people are going to look at you like if you ain't got the money, you ain't got nothing. This is just the real shit that's just not being taught.
Because people with no dreams have children just to feel like they're doing something with their life. And when you're in poverty conditions, they're having sex to relieve stress, which is going to create kids. It's all cute when they're babies, but as that child starts to talk, it just becomes another person. And a lot of parents can't handle going to work and trying to raise the kids. So the kids nowadays, they're being raised off the internet. The parents can't even keep up.
You're not feminine. You can't be used. You're not feminine. Feminine women are useful women. Masculine women are not useful. Masculine women are competitors. This is why when you sit around and deal with a masculine woman, you feel drained. It's because you're actually in conflict with these women.
This is why I tell guys, men do not argue with women. They let them run their mouth. Only little boys sit up and want to go back and forth and debate with a woman, and she gonna drain your soul, because at the end of the day, she's still not going to respect you. Even if you prove a woman wrong, she still won't give you the respect because you sat there and argued with her. But you take the guy that hurts her with silence, she always respects him.
Would you rather have me or this car?
How many previous owners?
The car?
No, you.
0.
I don't buy it. How many miles?
0.
Ever been in an accident?
A few.
Alright, well, at least the Carfax on this is probably accurate, so I'll take the car. You guys have the key? It's locked.
You don't want us?
You see this thing?
But she's light skinned.
Yeah.
And she's Asian.
Yeah. It's a BMW M4 competition.
Fine, take the f***ing car.
Once a man learns his worth and what he wants and what's valuable in his life, women don't stand a chance. When they're in their 20s, they have all the power. But once women start getting closer to 30, they start to walk inside of a sad place of life and find themselves acting to be confident on surface and then crying when they by themselves.
Here goes out to all the mothers that sit here and say, I know how to raise my son. This is why boys need their fathers. Listen to this.
What's the effect of a boy growing up in a female-led household?
Women have a difficulty being as stern with their sons as men do. And the father knowing what's out there waiting for his son, that other men will him, that other men will take full advantage of him in a way that a woman does not understand.
That's true.
There are things that happen to you and I talk, we have never ever talked to our wives about.
That's for sure.
Well, you'll pull your son over and say, listen, you need to watch this. They can give you nuances. They can tell you how to walk. They can tell you how to talk. Put some bass in your voice. Put a grip behind that handshake. Look him in the eye. Fathers teach their sons that. I'm gonna take you to get your first job. You show up early. You leave late. You don't steal. You don't lie. Do you understand me? If you, have to deal with me. Make your bed. Do your chores. If not, it's gonna be hell to pay. It's binary all the time. As he gets older, the gray areas can come in, and he protects him.
He's absolutely right. The lack of fatherhood is the reason why the world is crumbling.